Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. I'm, of course, the Battle Room, and today I'm joined by Raghav. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. We have a very special video for you today, and in preparation, I cooked some spaghetti for dinner because we have an Italian-American feast today. All right, we got Wolfie versus Marco Fierro.
Yeah, so this was a tournament that was run by one of Wolf's good friends, 13 Yoshi 37. I'll link their Twitch where they stream the event and their YouTube down below, so you can go check out all the other matches. But it was basically just a four-person tournament, invite only for these four amazing players. We got Wolf, Marco, obviously are two of them, and then we have Kinigawa and Pokey Alex as the
Okay,
other
Alex.
the other two competitors, which we will be covering some of their matches as well. But this one's a losers bracket match. So Wolf did fall to Pokey Alex in round one, and Marco lost to Kinigawa. So it's double elim. So if you lose here, tournament's over. You're cooked. So the question is, will Wolf go 0-2?
Yeah, this is the match with stakes. We want to cover this one because it is win or go home. And they both got some pretty interesting picks here. We went over the teams more in depth in our last video, so if you want to see us kind of break them down and also provide a recreation of their EV spreads, go check that out. But here we're looking for their strategy. What are they going to do and who's going to come out on top?
Exactly. And I think both teams are pretty they're pretty interesting here. We'll skip to the actual teams. Wolf going with a much more like aggressive, kind of hyper offense team, in my opinion, right? We got the Glamora, Ogrepon, Wellspring, Tornadus, Lando T, Fluttermane, and Urshifu Dark. The only Urshifu Dark in the tournament. I mean, there's four people.
The only Glamora, the only Ogre Water,
The only
only,
Tornadas,
only
only
Tsunamis,
Thunders.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think his team's actually really cool. Like, I think he kind of cooked with this one. It's kind of similar-ish. It's got some similar Pokemon and pieces to his Orlando winning team, but I would say this one functions completely different, right? This is all about keeping your foot on the gas, keeping that offensive pressure on, which is something I think Wolf's gotten much, much better at. I think a lot of people, like early on in his career when he was still winning tournaments, I thought of him as a very defensive player. But in Scarlet and Violet, I really have seen him kind of prosper within a more aggressive playstyle. He's not afraid to make the reads and just slam it on the table and make a crazy play to win the set. He really did get a lot more aggressive from when I've played him in the past.
And in a way, it's like LeBron adapting his game to, his experience. It's
Hmm.
kind of the opposite. LeBron was explosive and then became more calculated mind gamey. Wolf switching from that defensive to here, we have an explosion of offense.
We
And
do.
like you said, it is similar to his previous Tornadoes team. I do think it's literally the same idea, but just more offense. Like we got the Specs Flutter, we got the Choice Band Dark Urge, we got Glamora with Meat Beam instead of that Lando. So I think he's got some, a strategy that is like hinging on high rolling your turns, right? You really want to get as much damage as possible, and if you
Mhm.
get the turn right, like you're so ahead. So I think that's what he's going for in this, top player tournament, saying I'm gonna play better than them and I'm gonna absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, I agree. And I think too, like, it's a very aggressive team, but at the same time, all these Pokemon are they're like legendaries, high base stat Pokemon, right? They actually do have a lot of bulk, like natural bulk to it. So it's not like his Pokemon are going to be going down to one hit usually. They usually all will take a hit or two. So it, like he can make like very positive traits in that way as well. Like Ogerpon, Glamora, they're pretty bulky, and Train pretty bulky as well. But yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a cool
absolutely.
take. It's a cool take on
Yeah, but in
a.
comparison to Marco's team, it is definitely not as defensive. Looking at his
No.
team, we got a lefties Raging Bolt, Pain Split Fluttermane, Assault Vest Rillaboom, Incineroar, and then rounding it out with some more offense in Pao and Mystic Water or Shifu.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is like a very traditional, um, like bolt, raging bolt type of team, right? Like four of the five, or four of the six, maybe five of the six are very traditionally here, right? With Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, Instant, or Shifu. And Fluttermane has been, known to have some success on this as well. We've also seen usually like Ogrepol and Hearthflame to add even more defense, but Marco opting for a little bit actually more offense here with the Pao, with Icicle Crest, Ice Shard, and Sacred Sword, which is pretty wild. But it pairs well with all the other, the three physical attackers below it. So I think it's a cool take on it. It adds a little bit of a go button here, and I'm excited to see how Marco's going to use it.
Yeah, I think this is a cool variant. Obviously, we got some innovation with that Fluttermane. But also, like, we usually don't see Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, and Raging Bolt all on the same team on this comp.
True.
Usually one of Flutter or Chien-Pao is an Ogerpon Fire, providing redirection or more offense. But Marco's saying, I don't need redirection. Double Fake Out's enough, and this Fluttermane's pesky. And then I just want a little bit more offense with my Chien-Pao and Urshifu. So I think just at first glance, I like what Marco has, but I am scared of that Glamora. You know what I'm saying? There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
way to get rid of that toxic debris, and it's just looking like it's gonna tear a hole through the team.
I think another important one before we hop into the battle here is also the Landorus T. I actually think it could be incredibly valuable here with Tailwind, with the speed control. I think, it's very good in a Raging Bolt. It also has Terra Blast and double ground move, so it is able to easily hit something like Rillaboom, Incineroar, or Shifu. Like, the Chien-Pao is a problem for sure because it is Terra Flying, but I do think Landorus could do some work here if he's able to potentially commit the Terra and work around this Chien-Pao.
Yeah, I think Chien-Pao is gonna be huge for Marco. Wolf doesn't have Intimidate outside of Landorus, right? There's no Incineroar. It's not
Yeah.
Urshifu Water either, so getting rid of that Sash is gonna be annoying. You can't hit it multiple times. But we see Chien-Pao straight up from Marco alongside Urshifu, and then we have Landorus and another Pokemon from Wolf that I cannot see.
It's over
Overpowered.
Pond Water, yeah. And we're actually going to see no Tornadus. Wolf giving us a little sneak peek there. No Torn, I do respect, but I do think the value of it would be good for like the Landers. Because right now, Landers is not chilling. He's not having a fun time. So I am going to be curious to see how Wolf navigates around this. Because I think Marco can easily just press Icicle Crash into Landers, and I don't think that ever goes poorly, right? Like, it's just so safe for him.
Yeah, I don't think there's a downside at all. He has no real switch-ins. There's nothing that can resist it.
He just switches.
Oh, see Chien-Pao switch out, really wanting to preserve it. We see Incineroar come in, and I think we saw Hornleech go into that slot, so that's gonna be really nice. I
think
like
we
this
did.
play because he wants to get the Intimidate down on Lando, and that Ogerpon potentially doing even like nothing to Urshifu. But what is happening here?
Yeah, this is actually nuts. And he's just going to detect. Marco playing this so safe. That is one of the beautiful things sometimes. Like, when you watch these high-level players, they can make some moves that you're just not expecting. Marco's like, dude, I'm not risking this. I'm playing this, like, super safe. I do not want to even risk losing my Sash. And he makes a phenomenal turn. I mean, granted, Wolf didn't take damage either. But, he ate a Hornleech there, which is feeling pretty good. And now Wolf
I
potentially...
just think
Yeah.
he's in a terrible spot, Wolf is, because now Fake Out Surging Strikes is going to guaranteed take a kill on that Fluttermane slot.
That's true. I mean, I think if you have the only Pokemon you could have is like Urshifu or Torn. We're actually going to see him swap though. He baits the Fake Out.
Dude, this is why he's the best in the world. Holy shit. Doesn't
I-
even matter.
Oh
There's no
my
toxic
God.
debris, dude.
I love that play from Marco was insane. He just hard read him. He didn't even get. I thought the toxic debris was so safe. Like, I thought Wolf made such a solid play, but Marco even covers for that. Does not proc the toxic debris. Know it's coming in, and he's just going for the free Terra Steel surging. Right? Like, he still has to pay the Terra tax here because there is a Fluttermane staring you down. But I think he takes that.
Dude, I'm not even playing. I think Marco just won the whole game off that turn. Because by delaying that Fake Out, he can go for it this turn. And now you
Yeah.
have another guaranteed Fake Out Surging Strikes. Sure, I guess Wolf could tear a Dragon. But then I think the rest of this game is just looking really bad for Wolf. He has no speed control. Chien-Pao is going to be the fastest thing now. I really don't know what Wolf has. Wolf has to get every turn correct here, I think.
He took him to the Fake Out Blender, dude. That's like a classic play. Like, and Marco is obviously one of the best, like, standard players in the game, if not the best, right? Like, he finds what's good, as you mentioned earlier on the other video, right? He finds what's good and he refines it. He makes standard, and he uses the best version that he can possibly make or find, right? And so in this case, this is like a really nice take on standard, and he knows how to pilot those Fake Out brothers like that. That was just beautiful work.
Yeah, and Marco knows he's playing the player here. He knows Wolf is not going to risk that. And so he makes the aggressive read. This is how you play aggressive with a really bulky, balanced team. It's plays like that. It seems simple, but now wait, what did Wolf just go for? I didn't even see. We see the Fake Out. Now you can go for the simple play because you're so ahead. There's no reason to mess up.
Ooh, it's
Surging
actually
Strike into Glamore.
slower.
He doesn't even Terra.
a very slow Gamora as well, or a really faster Shifu, right? I imagine they're both not trained to like max speed. I think they probably both like it's probably like a super random number they're both sitting at.
Yeah, I mean, based on Glamoran's HP, I think we know it's a little bulky,
Right.
but it's definitely not living the Mystic Water Surging Strikes without Terra. And I think Wolf, again, overextended, maybe expected Marco to play aggressively like he did the previous turn, but instead he just gets booty smacked by Surging Strikes. Marco's just like, I'm gonna click the super effective buttons. It's really that simple.
And I think he can here. I think he's really ahead. I think now at this point, right? Like, um, you just, I mean, it's I guess it's not 100% locked. It's like a tiny bit awkward, but like at the same time, like as long as he conserves Rillaboom, keeps it safe, I think he's chilling, right? Like he just needs that Pokemon to finish off the Ogerpon, and he probably just wins the game.
I don't know what you're saying, dude. He just like protects, switches instant, and I don't think he
Yep.
can lose ever.
Yeah, he can't lose. He just wins with Rillaboom. Rillaboom's nuts. Does he? He doesn't have Terra, right? Or no, Wolf does have Terra technically.
Wolf has Terra, but I just don't think it's gonna matter.
No, I think he's gonna call this play, but it is just like, I mean, well, the protect surging doesn't work because you fake out Landorus and surging it, or are you faking out Ogerpon? Because I imagine the Landorus might be slower or faster than the Urshifu. Depends on their speeds, right?
But I don't think Stomping's gonna KO at -1 is my thing. And in fact,
Oh,
Incineroar lives the turn, which is really, really bad.
wait, but
I
does it
think you
die?
could
No,
get
it
the
gets
Spiky
poisoned now,
Shield.
right? Yeah,
Grassy Terrain goes first, and it should live the turn. But
yeah.
Fake Out's gonna go off into Ogerpon. If it's Spiky Shields, it goes down. I just don't think it matters.
I think you just figure out the information. Just see if your Landorus is faster. Get the speeds down.
Yeah, it's pretty
Um,
valid. And
yeah, it is.
Stomping Tantrum is faster, but we saw how much it did to Incin. Urshifu's
Yeah, it's
definitely
not
living.
enough.
Yeah, pretty comfortable. Surging's gonna take it out. He could have Terra Flying there. I just think it wasn't gonna matter. Like I don't think this Landorus is trained in bulk. And
It has
so
4
worst
HP.
case you just protect, switch, and then fake out Jet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean that's the power of like an Urshifu endgame, dude. Like, I mean, he's just so good. He's so good. And Marco, I feel like
Yeah.
he's just such a beast at piloting like teams like this.
Yeah, this is the problem with teams like Wolves, right? Where when they're working, it feels unbeatable. But your margins for error are so slim that Marco, if he gets the turn right, you're so screwed. You're so behind. You have no defensive pivots, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So Marco playing really smart, recognizing, hey, we're in losers. I need to turn the gas on. I need to fucking destroy this guy.
Dude, the thing is too is you're like totally right. It really was just that really big turn where he got the fake out. Like he switched in Rillaboom where Instant was, didn't fake out Glamora, and just kind of took it from there, right? Like getting that fake out threat on the next turn was just so easy for him.
Yeah, and this game could have been extended and maybe been a little bit more awkward. Like if Wolf got really lucky, he could have won if he just Terra Dragon that Glamora.
True.
But we didn't see that happening. I think it was very slim chance, and Marco could have played around it. I think Wolf's thinking, no, I just need a better strategy. It's not even worth it.
I think honestly, we didn't see Chimpo do virtually anything, right? But I do think
Yeah.
the threat of it is really difficult. Like I'm not sure how Wolf gets through it really effectively, right? Like maybe if he gets a poison, like the poison spikes down, it would be chill. But like I do think Chimpo does a ton of work here with the Ice Shard. Like Tornadus feels kind of unbringable, even though I think Torn is good into some of the pieces, but then terrible into POW. So it feels just a little awkward.
No, that ice shard's really cute. We talked about
Yeah.
it in our previous video, but it really is so nice for Tornadoes. It really incentivizes it to get that tailwind up early, which makes it, easier to KO and stall out. But I think Chien-Pao is going to be a problem. Focus Sash alone is just really annoying when you don't have Surging Strikes to kind of KO through its Sash. So Wolf really needs to find a way not to get pinned by Urshifu, but also saving enough resources for that Chien-Pao.
What do you do if you're Wolf? How do you adjust into this one, right? Because it felt a little bit of a player, like he kind of player diff. He got him in that one turn. It was big. He even played turn one like really perfectly as well, right? Like he was just playing defensive,
Yeah.
knew when to attack. If you're Wolf, do you say, okay, I'm just gonna play better? Like that's simply what it is, and not make a Pokemon change, or do you think maybe you try to maybe bring Torn? I don't know. Torn
I
feels
think
like
if
it.
I'm Wolf,
Yeah, you're
if
Wolf,
I'm Wolf, I'm looking in the mirror, wearing the custom suit I bought for this tournament, saying I'm
right?
winning the drip war, right? And that's all I need.
That's
and
all you need,
playing
dude.
like I have nothing to lose because I am the world champion. Marco is not the world champion.
True.
And I'm here to play. He really has to play better. He has to get his aggressive turns right. I don't think there's like a simple strategy shift. I think you actually just can't get your turns wrong.
I think that's fair. I agree. Like, I do think it's really important to, like, with the fake out guys, the minute they start to get a lead in any way, whether it's Pokemon or just momentum, like, it feels difficult to come back from them because of how oppressive fake out can be, right? So I think he does just
Yeah.
need to get those early turns correctly, make sure he's putting on the pressure offensively instead of the other way around. And he has tools.
Yeah.
Like, I think Lamore is nasty here. It looks so good. I think Fluttermane too. Like, I think it's kind of an annoying Pokemon to deal with if he can get it in the right conditions, which he didn't. It kind of just got Surging Strikes, and there wasn't anything he could really do.
I think he should lead Glamora. I think that's an adjustment he can make. Getting those poison the poison up early might be enough to really agitate Marco's like kind of slower and pivot heavy style. I
Yeah.
think if he can get the Glamora up, maybe he has some more openings to poke some holes.
All right, so we're gonna see Incineroar and Urshifu into Ogerpon and Landorus. Did he lead that the first game? He did, right?
He did. He
Yeah,
led the
he
exact
ran it
same
back.
thing. Marco's switching it up with Incineroar instead of the Chanpao he brought game one.
And I think that's fair. I think Instant is just, it's never a bad lead, right? And Wolf actually did switch up. He decided to drop Fluttermane for this banded Dark Urshifu, and he is bringing Glamora as well here. So we'll see what happens. I do think the Surging
Yeah.
Strike feels so, like, so safe, dude. He doesn't really have a water resist outside of the Ogerpon. So when the Ogerpon's on the field, I feel like you can just press Fake Out Surging, right?
Honestly, I just want to Terra Steel surging that Lando and fake it out. Like I feel
Yeah.
like even if you get the worst, he doesn't
my
even give a shit,
God.
dude.
He doesn't give a shit.
That's
He knows. He
The second
knows.
fucking time he's done this, dude. He
Oh my
knows.
God.
Wolf was saying he's not gonna do it again. Marco said, "I'm
Yeah.
doing it again."
Oh my god. If he just kills Lando. Well, Landers is faster. That's the important thing. But if he just kills Lando, this is just so brutal. Oh, we're actually seeing the Terra flying as well. Okay. Okay, we're putting the pressure back on. Let's go, Wolf.
There's a strong chance Marco just clicks to decked here. Never mind. He
Nope.
is so different, dude. He doesn't give a shit about water absorb. He says that's not a real ability, dude.
He says, I know you're switching into Glamora, dude. I'm going to get you on the next turn with the fake out. And he's just going to go for surging. What did Wolf click? Did he click the Terra Blast? He did.
Dude, this is so bad for our world champ here, dude.
Oh my god, dude. He's
You
different.
see that, dude?
Negative damage.
That's nothing.
Negative.
It's less than a substitute, and this guy's
Does it-
dead, dude. With life orb tick, like it's so brutal.
He lives on one, dude. He
Okay,
lives
I
on
think
one.
he lives on one, but
Oh, wow. Exactly one. I didn't think he was going to go like
James.
that. Okay.
that's actually nuts. But now what? You click Grassy Glide the Surgery Strikes or some shit? Like, there's like nothing you can do.
Yeah, I don't think the poison's going to be enough. You could protect switch to Ogerpon, but I don't even know if I want to do that. This feels rough.
Protect? Okay, dude.
I think he's surging Glamora, right? Like, he's got to be.
He's
I'm saying
definitely
he
Surgeon
could.
Glamora.
He's terrible.
This is the classic combo. Marco makes a read and then he makes a safe play. I think this is he's not gonna do anything crazy.
You think he's just going to surge and glide?
Yeah, or something silly like Jet Woodhammer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's just
Oh my
it's
God.
not a play that gets punished very hard, dude. Like
You're right, you're right.
the Rillaboom is not intimidated.
And
You know?
here's the Woodhammer. Oh my god.
Dude, the game's over. It was so fast.
Wow. I mean, you're right. He really can't cover it like super well. He's not going to lose a Pokemon on that turn with that play. So it does make sense. It covers for the switch. He makes it a little less obvious who he's targeting. And now he's chilling. But I guess maybe Darkfu can go the distance. Nah.
It could be faster than Marco's or Shifu.
It's true.
That's
That could be
true.
the big one. I think it probably
maybe-
is. I think it probably is.
I think you have to switch out. I think you have to make Ogerpon and Glamora and close combat this Urshifu or spike your shield. I think losing it is just it's not gonna win like that.
No, you're not winning like that.
But
I
he's
think-
going for the follow me.
Is he going for the
I just-
CC? I don't know if I fuck with the CC, but I mean, you do
think
need
you
to
have
be able
to.
to. You think you have to just to hit Incineroar?
That's just to kill your Urshifu. I don't know if Wicked Blow really does it.
You're probably right, dude. He probably is pretty bulky. He is faster. He gets the CC off. I feel like
I guess
Marco
that's
just
why he went for the follow me, is so
yeah.
you don't need the wood hammer.
Because Marco knows he can't probably Wicked Blow. Dude, I don't know. I feel like Bandit or Shifu always, like, I feel like he kills there, but maybe I'm wrong. I'd have to run the calc. I like the Woodhammer, though. I think that is such a good play, right? Like, you get a KO no matter what. You also maybe KO or Shifu and just win the game. So, and Wolf also, importantly, is not Terra Ghost. Not that he can Terra, but he is just going to get faked out here, 100%.
You just get faked out, or Chen Pao comes in, you just click Sacred Sword, Grassy Glide. Like, there's literally nothing you can do.
Yep. And there he is.
Yeah. And I think that's even better than fake out in case Glamora manages to pick up a KO. Here, no matter what, you know Chen Pao's going first. So just click that Sacred Sword, Grassy Glide, and it's a 2v1. And I think unless Marco misses every Icicle Crash for, I don't know, the entire year, he should win this game.
I think he could just start Sacred Swording at that point, too.
That's true, actually. And, like, if this Sledge Bomb just doesn't KO Rillaboom, it's done. Yep, there
Poison.
you go.
Nope.
Nope,
Wow.
not even a poison.
Marco just
America
dismantled
down,
you.
America down, dude. Which, honestly, I'm not mad about.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Marco just played that so cleanly. Like, I don't even think Wolf had necessarily like a super bad matchup. It looked horrible. It looks like a horrible matchup, but I feel like Marco was just getting those crucial turns, right? He just got him with the fake out blender. He just played so clean that whole set.
No, Marco downloaded him absolutely, making that same exact play 2 games in a row, basically begging Wolf to call it, and he never did. I feel like that was actually really impressive.
It really was. Against a player like Wolf, too, Marco just is so confident. I mean, that's why he is one of the best players in the entire world.
Yeah, I mean, like, Wolf 0-2, it might seem like, oh, that's terrible, but these are the best players in the world, and I think this was actually a really good match to watch, even though it was so short, because Marco really showed kind of the depth of using something like this. It's simple, it may look boring, but simple plays like that just change the whole game.
Yeah, and I mean, he made it look good, dude. It was kind of fun to see, like, especially like him dissecting Wolf and calling him out. I think that was the most impressive part. Like, he just played it so clean. It felt like Wolf couldn't do anything.
I mean, in the industry, we just call that easy money style.
Is he gonna play out an extra turn here? Because he's totally killing Rillaboom, right? Yup. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing it for the views, dude. He's doing it for the fans.
He is.
You know, this is difficult little invitational to put together. Again, huge shout out to Marcus for organizing this. I think it's good for the scene. I hope we get more. And yeah, Marco's gonna move on and have to play the loser between Pokealex and Kinugawa.
Yup. And so that will be a hype match as well. Especially, I mean, Pokealex had a really good run at the last regional as well, and I feel like he was beast at Regulation F. So I am excited to see some of Pokealex's games as well.
Dude, you never count him out. He works so hard in prep. He works harder than many people I know, including us, dude.
Dude, no, he is. And also, whenever you start to doubt him, he has like an insane, like, he just gets top 4, right? Like, he just top 8's a regional, almost wins, right?
Yeah,
he
or wins
has
NAIC.
Yeah.
It's some fucking idiot in finals, maybe.
He is gonna get the spiky shield damage. Let's go. Is that gonna change the tide here?
I think that might be enough, too. I think that might be enough.
I think we get an
actually,
extra turn, right?
No, I think Wolf is not wrong here. Wait, no, Sacred Sword knock off all his kills, right?
I think it should
Maybe
kill.
not. No, what am I saying?
He has
yeah,
he gets an extra and he also gets obviously you can't target Incineroar either. I don't even think you can. There's no way he can get out of this one.
Yeah, if he was full health, there was a chance, honestly. But there is no chance like this.
No, I think he's about to get blasted. But if he kills Incineroar, he can make the game go on one more turn longer.
Is he gonna do it, dude?
No, he went for Pow. Come on, dude. Holy, you think knockoff might not kill too, dude? I think maybe.
I don't know. Maybe he goes for parting shot, dude. Maybe that's the secret tech Marco's been waiting to reveal.
Dude, he's just gonna miss this meter beam too.
But yeah, unfortunate. Wolf is out. That means we got 2 Europeans and a Japanese player left in the tournament, guaranteed going to one of them. And I think the rest of the matches are gonna be great. If Marco's playing like this, dude, and he's losers, I'm kind of curious to see what the winners are cooking up. You know?
Dude, I am too. I mean, like, it is a very strong tournament, right? Like, these players are some of the best in the world. So I'm very excited to see what's being cooked here. And he is going to defeat Wolfe with Incineroar. I wonder what their lifetime record is. I don't think they've played that much. I don't know.
Yeah, this is revenge, dude. This
It's
is revenge. I
revenge,
feel like
dude.
Marco's lost them every time they've played that we've covered it on the channel.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm trying to think outside of the WolfieCon Parish final. Like, when did they play?
They played at EUIC that Wolf won as well. I don't. We did a side stream review.
There
of that.
was a side stream, yeah. And Wolf actually, I mean, his matchup was fucking nice for that one, but
Yeah, and Marco played amazing, but Wolf
did.
played a little better. So
yeah, so he beats him in the Invitational. But dude, I would love to see these guys play again, like in tour. I do. Anytime we can get to see them play, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm down.
yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned because we're gonna have more matches from this Invitational. But yeah, thanks for having me on, Colin.
Of course, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.